Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the Hot Hustle Podcast with Hype. This is episode 167. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. This is HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not Hype because I'm not geeked up. Man, these are I don't even know. I can't even introduce these
Lifers.
guys. Yes, I'm saying these are my guys right
Repeat
here. You
offenders,
know,
repeat offenders.
I say everybody be a special
Whoa.
guest in the building, but yeah, this boy showing us his whole underarm. Uh, say everybody be special guests, but these are really my guys, Reintroduce yourself to the audience, though. New listeners every day. Hey, I'm Pam.
Hey, up, fam.
Come on now.
Go ahead, Bob.
Let's
Start
go.
it off.
Who's introducing themselves first?
You already know. Hey, yo, it's your favorite introverted podcaster that don't really like the podcast, but I like to talk. It's Uncle Face from the Bridging the Gap podcast, and I'm here with
Biden's fucked up.
I'm here with these two guys. Go ahead, Bob.
Damn, Bridging the Gap podcast, at BTG Podcast 215, all streaming platforms. Episodes come out every Monday,
And I am
That
Uncle
boy paid
P.
talent. He was ready.
He was ready.
My bad.
Nah, this is Uncle B right here, the drunken uncle, and I'm with them guys.
I'm with them guys.
I'm with them guys. Yeah.
Copy that. All right. See, these are my guys. Philly support Philly situations. All about the lock-in. We locked in a few years ago. No Newports on the show, Uncle.
Oh my goodness. You knew this shit when you booked me. You knew this.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
We
I'm
locked
a
in.
eat, I'm a drink, I'm a smoke.
We need you locked in.
So what you don't have? This is a non-smoking podcast.
This is the Ramadan edition.
Oh my God. This nigga said no smoking. Nigga, I am in my home. This nigga just said no smoking. I am in my home. Go ahead.
My bad. Let me let me do this one before we start. Shouts out to my guy Big Dan for jumping on the last podcast link live show, holding it down, beat me in the ticket sales. You know what I'm saying? I like to give a nigga his flowers while you can smell them. My guy,
hey man,
my man,
it's a team effort.
held
Yeah, shout out to the gang. Shout out to the gang.
Copy that, but I salute to my guy. And you already know me and my man Big Dan Kelly jumps on those recaps with us every Monday, 8-ish, you know what I'm saying, on a Monday, maybe Tuesday. Life be lifing sometime, us real dads out here handling homework, getting cars situated and all those type of things. Might have some feet to rub, you know what I'm saying? You just never know. But every Monday, 8-ish, we handling those recap situations. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I got this topic from my folks over there at the GFT Radio Network. Every Monday, you can find me on the GFT Radio Show, 10 o'clock every Monday. After me and Dan Goldie and I jump on with them. We do the live show. You can join those conversations. But every Tuesday, 2 o'clock, you can find a Hot Hustle Podcast with Hank. But we did this topic the other day, and I like this one. Shouts out to my man Willie. When I plagiarize, I like to give full credit for my plagiarism.
Me
What
too.
complicates?
I do the same thing.
Hey man, listen. That's what we're here for. What complicates a friendship group? Since somebody texted me, this was an easy layup. We're gonna let him go first. Uncle Face, the salt and pepper stepper.
So this one here was fucking easy. This was a Steph Curry pull up, no look, right? So it's three things that's gonna complicate any friendship. Any friendship. First is gonna be mutual.
The group though. Yeah, copy.
Group means more than one, correct?
We go with at least three.
Perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
So first thing is going to be mutual status.
Mutual status?
Meaning you're single, I'm married. That's going to come. Huh?
Marital status?
Marital status then is the word you were looking for, my good brother.
Marital status, Bob, not mutual status. Go ahead. You cooking though. Go ahead. Come
on. I wrote all this shit down. I had the wrong meaning. Don't let me land my plane.
Whoa, hey, man.
So you think I'm not. That's going to complicate any friend group. Any friend group. I'm never hanging around single niggas. Never. They into something totally different than I am. They have nothing to lose and I have everything to lose. So I'm never hanging around single niggas. Ever.
I like that one.
Ever.
I like that one.
Ever. Financial situations. You know, you got one friend that might like to pop bottles and to buy watches and sneakers and shit like that, and the other friend might got life might be life, and shout out to Nah, life might be life, and that's gonna complicate things. So you gotta come in the middle and balance things and do things different. And lastly, we're men. We testosterone, ego, nigga. Ego is gonna kill any friend group. You gotta know your role in the friend group. Me personally, I know I'm not the lead in my friend group. I'm the eyes and the ears. I watch, I listen, I do that. You gotta know your role. That's it. In any friend group, you have to know your role in the friend group. If you don't know your role, you're gonna butt heads. You're gonna have complications. I know my role within my friend group. I'm the eyes and the ears. That's it.
Uncle B, come on. What you got for me? What's gonna complicate that?
Say that again.
I'm point guarding this joint. I got this thing mapped out, and you know what I'm saying, all of that. Come on, what you got for me?
Right.
What's gonna complicate those relationships, those friend groups?
Pull the bubble on. Come on, it's up there. I know. Pull it down.
Everything. Face hit that shit on the bubble. You can't go out with motherfuckers that's popping bottles. You got to know your own lane. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that. The only thing is, if you was married and became single, you gotta respect this, your married, your homies that's married.
Had trouble with that word too, Unc. It's fucking tricky.
Yeah, so you gotta. If you was married, I know what he's talking about. If I wasn't married, my mind state probably be different. But since I know that he's married, I'm not gonna call him like, yo, come on, let's go here, let's go there. It's gonna be women all out there. I know that he ain't with that, or I don't want to put him in a position like that.
I'm never putting my married friend in a predicament that's gonna get him in trouble.
Ever. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Never.
So, I don't know, maybe because I was married before, I already know the rules and regulations. While I didn't know the rules and regulations. I guess you pay as you go, you learn as you go, but yeah. You gotta
all right, you got something else for me, or we going to the big fella?
Go to the big fella. Go to the big fella. He gonna close the show out.
One.
We got 45 minutes. We got 45 minutes. He gonna close the show. He's gonna close it out. We got 45 minutes. Talk.
You can't top me, nigga.
Not at all.
I'm David Ruffin, nigga.
Listen, I'm taking on a new role. I am letting my guys shine. Yep, that was great answers, and I'm just going to piggyback off of them. When you say the main thing...
For 45 minutes. Go ahead, Bob. We got it.
Good. Come on, hit our thing, come on.
Yeah. Can y'all still see my face? I'm going to go like this when I puff up, you know what I mean?
You good.
You good.
No, so
Bob.
The main, like one major thing that'll fuck up a friend group is niggas that's not one thing that y'all didn't say is everybody got to be able to keep it honest with each other, and everybody got to be able to have thick skin. It can't be you can't be in the friend group and not have thick skin. You know what I'm saying? You can't take shit personally, because we gonna laugh, we gonna joke. We're going to laugh, we're going to joke, and you got to be able to take that. Like Faith said, you got to know your role in your friend group. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand that what their role is in their friend group. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't, like, and it ain't no knocking nobody.
It ain't even niggas don't understand their role. Niggas don't like their role.
But that's the thing. That be the thing, and that be the main thing. Certain niggas think that hey, you got to turn that down. You got to turn that down and take it over there. Sorry, that dad time. They come down with their
we all got that problem.
Yeah,
Bob, before you
but
not me, I want to cut you off, Bob. Let me cut him off. Honestly speaking, I don't have a friend group. I guess y'all are my friend group, but I don't have like a really friend group. You know what I mean? That Bub is, talking about. You know what I mean? But go
Here's
ahead,
the
Bob.
thing. I don't even know if I have enough friends to even consider that I have a friend group. It's very small. You know what I'm saying?
Very
How big
small.
is the group? You know,
It's
I
very
don't even know
small.
if I
But
have like a friend. I got like a friend square. It's like four corners. Like
and do
I
you
might
know
talk
your
to.
I
position?
like that. A friend
And do you know
square.
your position in your group, Bob?
Huh?
Do you know your position in your group?
I don't. Here's the thing. Y'all have placed me in a position in this group that I never asked for.
Hey,
So I listen. I accept my role in the group and I try to play it well. You know what I'm
what is
saying?
it?
That's it.
But what is it? I know.
Huh?
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you a good example. In my friend group, I am the driver. That's my role. That's my role. I stick to it. We driving my car. I'm gonna get us there, and I'm gonna get us back. What's your
Mhm.
role?
I'm the organizer. I figure out what's going on. I figure out when we going, how we getting there, how we moving, how we getting back. What we
You
going to
might be
do?
security on the low. You might be security on the low. Anything
I'm
pop
part.
off, you
That
That's
know,
is
part of
they
my
ain't coming
role as
out
well.
first.
That's part
That's
of
your
my
role.
role as well. But here's the
Every-
thing: Face is co-security because he gonna see the shit that I'm not gonna see, and he gonna alert me to the situation.
There you
You know what I'm
go.
saying?
And that's your role, bro.
Everybody gotta know their role. You know
We
what I mean?
all safe. When Bubba's there, we know everybody is safe.
But
the
also,
same
so
people never.
I'm there.
now here's the
Everybody.
thing. Now, when it comes to the financial part of the friend group, that's why you gotta that's where the honesty kicks in, because
I ain't got it.
if we all going out and you know how it's all been that time where you had that homie that was like, hey yo bro, I'm not going, I ain't really got it, and then we going, nah, come on bro, it ain't like that, you coming out, we going to
Can I interject real quick?
go ahead.
Here's the thing. My friend group consists of you and Owen, right? The average, the average friend group doesn't have transparency to where as though a dude will say, yo, bro, I would like to go, but I ain't really got it.
That's why I said the honesty got to
You
come
know
in. We
what
got
I
to
So
mean?
be
Like,
that
honest with each other.
so that
so
statement that you just
that's what
made
I
right
said. My
there.
third thing is ego. With them two dudes right there, I have no problem with picking up the phone and saying, yo, I'm broke. Yo, I'm
The
broke.
thing
I ain't
that
really
you the
got it.
so
I ain't gonna really. I want to go, but I can't do it. If and with ego in a friend group or with friendship or as men, if you got ego and can't say that, then they ain't really you're not really comfortable in that circle because
so
there's a status thing. You know what I mean? Within my
that's why
friend
that
group,
let me let
there's
me let me I want to go right at what you're saying. This is why I said though, everybody has a role. That was a great joint that you threw out there. It's accepting the role. The
Mm-hmm.
nigga who sets screens all day wants to shoot threes like Steph Curry. He been practicing on his J too. And he wants to be Steph, but that ain't what we got you out here for, Draymond. You out here to play D, set screens, get rebounds. Niggas always want to be in a position that they're not in, and they don't identify that ain't the role that I got. In this group, it's like Unc said, my job is to make sure we get there. I'm the driver. My job is to be security. My job is to be the boy who's paying attention. Somebody got to be the sober one. Like everybody has a role, but niggas don't be wanting to perfect that role. That's always an issue. Trying to be not being honest enough with yourself in the mirror.
Well, see,
Not
a lot of the problem,
looking at
Vito, is
yourself in the mirror and saying, I ain't built to be that boy.
everybody ain't built at sea,
Go
but
ahead, Dre. You
everybody
about to
not
go?
honest with themselves.
Weapon.
Everybody not honest with themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Not a
A lot of people think that they the leader in their friend group and they really not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is the man in their own world, but but
not in real life.
you know what I'm saying? How many times you had, yeah, no, I run my block, this, that, and the third. You go up there and that's the nigga that they send to the store.
Oh shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
listen, but listen, if that's your role of running to the store, nigga, be comfortable in your role.
everybody
Like,
ain't comfortable in their
you
role,
see what
but
I'm saying? Be comfortable in your role.
but
Nigga, if
see,
you
that's why you
rolling
got to
So
blunts, hit them
surround yourself
blunts.
with people with no ego. with no. So
So this
it's
is
no.
why.
So no jealousy
Hold up,
comes
hold
in.
up. This is why my answer. This is why my answer is what it was. My answer was growth.
Uh-oh.
Growth is what destroys the friendship group. Because if y'all have been friends for through the different stages of he had the first apartment, he had the first car, he was the one with the first real job, he was the first one that got married, he was the first one that had kids. So those things kind of start to fall in line.
Right.
And when somebody grows out of the situation that they were in that dynamic, niggas don't know how to react to that. A good job, and then you ain't coming in the group saying, "Oh no, I ain't got the bread, I can't do it." Now you out here going, "Oh no, I got the check, bro." And the nigga who usually the one handling the check is like, "Well, what you like?" Now he looking at you because you stepping on his situation. So now that's when the ego the face is talking about. That's when the ego get involved because you wasn't supposed to grow out of the nigga we sent to the store. You're not now supposed to be the nigga who's running the whole situation because that ain't
So,
what we had you in as. So when the growth happens in them situations, sometimes it'd be hard for the dynamic to adjust. Like,
so
But
am I a bad person? Hold on, check this out. So if I'm a bad person, motherfucker call me, not y'all, but a different circle. Ah man, I can't make it, man. I'm broke right now. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, I'll see you next time. That make me a bad person, or we just
not
not
at
cool
all.
like that?
not at all. It's not your job to finance somebody's outing, even if they is a friend. That don't make you a bad person. You know what I'm saying? That make you a good friend. Just like, hey, bro, look, hey, it ain't your week. Next time, shit, I can't.
But
Or
you
hey,
do
bro, we ain't got to go out. I come pull up on you. We
what
ain't
I'm
got to spend no
saying.
money. I come pull up on you.
But if a different person say that to me
What
and I fuck with him
complicates
harder, I probably will say,
ev-
y'all, come on.
what
Well, then here's the
complicates
thing: we're not talking about friends. Then you talking about acquaintances. Then you know what I'm saying? That's just an acquaintance. That's just a nigga you know.
Yeah, that's another joint though. Is niggas that you just cool with and niggas that you like, oh no, you ain't got it, nigga, come get it. Or what's the cash app?
that
Or
that
any of that.
friend word you don't throw around lightly. Everybody's not your friend.
Everybody
Amen.
does throw it around lightly these days though, bro.
Everybody not your friend.
They
Everybody
not.
don't
But
have your
niggas
best
don't
interest
be
at heart.
they ain't and they don't and niggas don't recognize that though. Cause like I said, you have to be honest with yourself first. If the first nigga you gotta be honest with is you. And if you're not
Mm-hmm.
making a strong assessment of you, then how are you gonna come to me, you know what I'm saying, and make these good evaluations? Cause you lying to yourself. If you looking in the mirror and you saying, man, I'm a 6'8", 260 yoked up, you're capping. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you I'm in shape, you know what I'm saying, the abs is abbing, I'm lying. What are we doing here? But some niggas is flat out looking at themselves saying they hard as nails and they ain't never been in a scratch fight.
Some
Like,
niggas, some niggas is delusional, and they're not good
so
friends because I need to know if you a pussy or not.
yeah,
I need to know. I need to know if you the friend that's gonna go get the help or if you the friend that is the help. You know what I mean?
I
Shit.
like that. Wow.
Hey man, certain niggas you gotta know niggas roles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas gotta know they role. I
Everybody,
have
hey,
dog.
listen, everybody
I
can't
got
be a
friends that
man.
I know that's not gonna fight, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I know
Not if
walking
we
in that
know
this
that already.
nigga is
Yeah,
not gonna fight.
if we know that already, not in the midst of the melee, and now you just
Oh
like
yeah,
you
no,
running
that's
that
what I'm
way.
saying. No, I can't. Here's the thing. That's where the honesty comes in. If you know we about to go fight, I need you to. I'm cool with you being Ricky and saying not Ricky. With you being Trey and saying don't let me out. You know what I'm
And
Uh-huh.
saying?
and
It's
yeah,
nothing. And Doughboy was a good friend. He let that nigga out. He ain't try to gas him up
I
to
thought
keep
you
rolling. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your friends. In the
What
heat of
about
the
if he the friend
moment,
that
we all listen. In the heat of the moment, we all mad. Ricky just got shot. You know what I'm saying? So fuck that. We gonna go kill some shit. They knew Trey wasn't about that life, so they let that nigga about the car. Man, don't let me
but
out.
is he
Smay,
your friend if he say no, let me out the car? I can't let you out the car. You the reason why we going here. You started this shit.
you're a bad
Then that's
friend.
something different. Then that's
You're a
something
bad
different.
friend.
Here's the thing. here's the thing. You can't get out the car if you started the problem.
Oh, you ain't letting my bub.
No,
I
you
don't know
cannot.
about that.
Here's the thing. I'm not riding for you if you can't ride for yourself.
Fuck that. They didn't kill your motherfucking cousin. I ain't letting that
Hey,
shit
listen.
ride.
Hey, how many minutes we into this? Because I got a bomb I want to drop towards the end, so I'm just gonna wait.
Nah, you go right ahead because we about to get into the get to know segment. We about to switch things up right now. So this
So,
is the
I was
get to
gonna
know
save
segment.
this.
Hold
I was
on,
gonna
hold
save
on,
this
hold
for.
on, good brother.
I got
Hold
1, 2
on.
before.
This board dropped itself off. This is the get to know segment sponsored by Custom Hustle World. That's L on Instagram at Custom Hustle World on Instagram, Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. It is a new product that we feature every week on the podcast. And this week we will be going back to the Custom Hustle flip flops. Those are the second version of the flip flops. You know what I'm saying? What color do you need? At Custom Hustle World on Instagram, Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. What you got on your feet? And my new joint now is I don't fuck with the store. Now, big fella, we're gonna throw this one at you. If you
Okay.
gotta recommend one thing, it's a song, it's a poem, it's a TV show, it's anything, what do you recommend?
What, to watch or listen to? What do you
Whatever.
mean?
You got one thing that you're gonna recommend to somebody. This one for Dan. I got something else for you on. If you're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
recommend
Oh,
one
what?
thing, would it yeah.
Oh, if I could
Could it be
recommend one thing, it could be anything.
it could be anything. I would say get you a woman at this stage in life.
Yeah, man, get you a good woman and get married. That's what I recommend. Get you a good partner in life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I recommend. It worked out for me and most niggas that I know. You know what I mean? Other than that, I recommend go fishing. It'll teach you patience and patience will help you a lot in life. You know what I mean? You go out there and you learn it ain't all about catching fish. It's about patience and trying different shit. You know what I mean? But hey, that's a good fucking question.
Uncle B, what's the last thing that made you smile?
That's a
He had the
great
fresh pack of
question.
Man, what's the last thing that made me smile?
yeah.
This
Other than this
question,
question.
whatever it is that you're thinking of that got you smiling right now.
No, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I just left my brother's house and I had a ball. We man was busting up laughing all crazy. Your pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Family.
Shouts
Conversations.
out to Unc, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
shouts out to Unc. Unc came through the last show, told me, man, they wasn't keeping a good nigga down.
Yeah. Yo, we thought he wasn't gonna make it. We outside. No, he ain't gonna make it. And then he
Mm-hmm.
pulled up.
Wasn't even
Yeah,
supposed to be.
I was
Wasn't even supposed
standing
to be
outside
driving, dog.
when he came walking up.
Damn the walking, but wasn't even supposed to be driving. You done pulled up to the show. But
Yeah.
God, he's gonna pull up. God appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're gonna go back to Big Dan because I don't know
Yeah.
what happened with Face right there.
We
Big
lost
Dan,
him. But
yeah,
let me ask you real quick. So
go
back
ahead.
on the complicated friend groups and all that. We all older. How many friend groups have you fell out of or grown apart from in these years?
I would say probably one because the same niggas I've always dealt with have been the same niggas that I knew since I was born.
Right.
So like, you got like your homies from school and shit. Like you're different. Like your middle school, your high school. Y'all kind of grow out just because you ain't together every day all damn day. So them joints kind of really don't count because it's never gonna be the same no more. Y'all ain't never gonna be together from 7 to 3 unless y'all work together. And then when you try to put a nigga on and then he fuck up the situation, but now he making your name look bad. But
Right.
now you got wife, kids, and all of that. So you try not to. You can't be crossing those dynamics because you and a nigga was cool at 16 and now y'all 36. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You kind of got to relearn each other. And if y'all ain't going to relearn each other, then, we got to keep that relationship where it is. You got to,
Mm-hmm.
you check in from time to time. You want to compare these CH3s or any of that. But,
Right.
um, yeah, most of my friends is, like I said, niggas that I knew since I was in diapers.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I don't really, you got some niggas that you meet, some niggas that you be like, oh, all right, they cool. niggas like y'all, like, what did we meet 6 years ago, 7 years ago? You know what I'm
About
saying?
that. About
We
that.
didn't cultivated a different type of situation because it's been 7 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
Mm-hmm.
asked me about y'all, and I'm like, no, you don't know. Like, I really know these niggas, know these niggas. Like, we've had all kinds of conversations outside of
Mm-hmm.
doing this type of work.
Real shit.
We've had
Real
real
shit.
conversations. We've had kids, religion, and all of that. I've had hour
Yes,
long
sir.
conversations with all three of y'all about different
Mm-hmm.
things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I told the nigga, when your wife and your mom pulled up to the show and she said, oh, no, this damn mom. I said, oh, no, y'all gonna go sit next to my wife. You
Mm-hmm. Keep the family
know what
together.
I'm
You know what I
saying?
mean? That's how it
But
go.
yeah, ain't no doubt. But yeah,
So,
I would probably just say like just the one.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Uncle. What was you about to say?
how do you feel being the plug?
Hey, this guy is he,
Huh?
Hey,
how
back.
do I
There
feel
you
being
go.
the plug? This wasn't get to know
Technical
how
You
I feel as
are.
a
difficulty.
guest, but all right.
Listen. I
You
mean,
said, how do I feel being the plug? Every
yeah. I'm the street bull, so I talk street shit. But yeah, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel as being the
nah,
plug?
I
You are
got
the
you.
plug. You know you the plug, right?
We all got roles to play. We all
But
got roles to
so
play.
that's your
That's
role,
my
being the
lane.
plug. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my
Well, I
lane.
just want to let you know.
Every
I just
Hey,
what
want
did
to
yo,
what did I
I
tell
got
y'all
dropped off,
I
six,
just
man.
wanted to
seven
throw
years
you one of
ago?
them fucking black flowers.
Yo,
No, no, hold
Hold
up.
on. Hey,
I
hey,
got
hey,
you,
hey,
face. Hold
hey,
on.
hey, hey, Faith, since you back in, we just was saying how many friend groups have you fell out of over the years since you've grown?
Hold on. Let me answer on question real quick.
Go ahead.
I told y'all this shit 6 or 7 years ago. You gotta find a lane and dominate the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Again, everybody has a role to play. I know what my role is. I know that if you say, yo, you know anybody out southwest that got, oh yeah, cuz got the joint here, they got the joint here, and my man do this joint, and that's my cousin. And yo, you know, I went to school with this nigga. Like everybody has a role to play.
Yeah.
You got what's the point of having soldiers if you can't use them? What's the
Mm-hmm.
point of having a nigga if I got a fishing question and they got a nigga who goes fishing every goddamn day, why wouldn't you call that nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You got a question about the turnpike, and you got niggas who's driving a truck. Why wouldn't you call that nigga?
if
You know what I'm
you
saying?
That's
need to
So
know how many gigawatts is in the diffuser, you call me.
I was getting there, but you stepped on me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I was
You gotta
getting
relax.
there.
We know it's your day. We gotta relax.
All right, so now face. Dan threw the question at you though. How many friend groups do you think you've grown out of?
I've only been in two friend groups. One failed, this one works. And actually, this friend group is family. So it's not even a friend group. Everybody knows I say this every time I pod. I am a super introvert. It's hard for me to trust people. I don't have many friends. And for me to consider you a friend, you damn near gotta risk your life for me. And the only people that's gonna do that is family. And that's why I stick around family.
All right, copy that. Now
Copy.
we're gonna do this one last get to know. We're gonna throw this one to face. Face. I'll throw a year at you. You tell me. In fact, oh no. This one is for face. Birthday stories. Give me a good birthday story.
So this one time, my
This
wife,
one time at band camp.
so
You
this
ain't got
one
to throw
time,
see because we are, married men, we ain't got to throw out the right names. You know what I'm
nah,
saying? Telling on ourselves
nah,
with these
this one
situations.
is a classic. So this one time, my
Okay.
wife knows that I'm Rick James. She knows that. So she threw me, she went to the liquor store for every liquor there was, invited every person from coworker to friend of a friend to everybody. And I think about 3, 4 hours into the party, I was asleep. But she threw the best party ever and made sure it was catered to me. And it's one of the best birthdays that I ever had. Not because I fell asleep on it, because my wife took the time and catered to not only what she probably wasn't agreeing with, but she knew it was who I am, and she did it for me. So I will ever forever appreciate that.
Copy that. Now, we're going to switch up the show. This is the last segment of the show, which is What do
Why
we
y'all
need to
keep
know?
ducking
What
my
do we need to know?
question,
Sponsored
bro?
by H2H Cleaning. It is at H2H. Yo, if I tell you niggas one more goddamn time, I got y'all. All right? You know what I'm saying? I got you. You run the lane, and the magic is going to get you this layup, James. This last segment is sponsored by H2H Cleaning. That's at H2 Clean House, remodeling, tree trimming, grass cutting, filling those septic tanks. We're here to help. Just tell us how we can help. Now, Uncle Face, we're going to start with you. What is it that we need to know? What is the thing that you've been sitting on this entire episode that you want us to know? Talk to me.
I'm a really
He's
nice
staring at the camera.
person.
He wasn't ready.
I'm a really nice person. Regardless of what you might see on these 30 minutes, every pod that you see me, I give you the shirt off my back.
And you
go. I can fix anything you need me to fix for you. I'm a really good person. No matter what you might see on the podcast or hear, I'm true to my friends. I'm a good family man. I'm a husband, and I'm dedicated to the work that I do from 9 to 5. Well, 8 to 4:30.
One question. Did the haircut appointment stop yet? Did your son tell you, hey,
No, that's
Dad, I
never
can't
gonna
make
stop. That's
I
the
remember
Saturday. That's the Saturday
I remember
routine.
an episode where Dan told you, so what you gonna do when he tell you, hey, Dad, I can't make this one? And you said, man, my life will probably be over. What do you mean you can't make it?
So it's funny that you say that. Today is my birthday. My son pulled a wife move, and he threw me a party with all his friends because he knows his dad. I have two friends. So what he did is he decided to go to Mile, get me a cake, pizza, all of the small things, and he spent his time with me. So again, at 38, it's a birthday I never forget.
Copy that. Uncle B,
Shout out to
what do we
y'all.
need to know?
Huh?
What do we need to know, Uncle B?
I am a very nice person. What you see in these 30 minutes, that is not me. My real name is Brian. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is really not me.
Copy that, big fella.
I
Big
like
fella.
walks in the park.
See,
I would
that's
love
cat.
to bring you. Yeah, I would love to bring holding the hands together in the park. Yeah.
I
Big
think
fella.
you're trying to
Yeah.
call me a B.
No.
I can't say what I want because our Pam is watching.
Hey, man.
Shout out to our
Oh,
parents.
Hey, on Pam, we
shout
only
out to
accept 5
Pam.
stars on Pam.
What y'all need to know is that Bridging the Gap podcast comes out every Monday. New
Yes.
episodes is dropping on the regular. You will get the same tomfoolery that we have always been giving you. Plus, you might see some of your favorite podcasters on there. You might see some of the most interesting man in the international hustle world out there.
The
We
plug.
got a lot of things going on. You know
You
what I'm
might
saying?
even see us behind a paid wall.
You might see us behind the paywall with somebody that knows it all. You know what I'm saying? You might even see, hey, listen, maybe on the 21st, we might be popping up in DC. You never know where Bridging the Gap is going to go. You know what I'm saying? But we will be in the DC on the 21st. But y'all, this episode is coming out after that. But y'all should have watched it already. But that's what y'all need to go. Bridging the Gap is rebranded. We working hard. We dropping clips on a regular basis. And be at BTG Podcast 215. You ain't even got to type in Bridging the Gap no more. Because I understand it was hard for y'all to find it because we misspelled it. We took the G out. Y'all said y'all couldn't find it. All you have to
Find
do
it
is
now.
type in BTG Podcast 215 and we popping straight up. Shout out to the hashtags.
Copy that. That was one of the things on How to Hustle seminars. My man Uncle B was there. Hashtags are important.
Yes, sir.
Consistent hashtags being
Yes.
spelled the same way. Because as soon as you put a G on the end of bridging, this is not the hashtag.
Mhm.
My
Yep.
guys, My guys, that's episode 168. Appreciate y'all coming on, y'all.
You already know.
That was episode 168. Face has something to say before we close out. Come on.
So I wanted to ask you this.
Go ahead.
Chemistry or compatibility?
In a friend group?
Chemistry.
No. In a relationship.
Chemistry.
Without
Why?
chemistry,
The chemistry will get us if we got strong enough chemistry, it's gonna get us to compatibility.
I said that.
If we just compatible, that don't mean just because we compatible don't mean we got chemistry. Chemistry is the thing that you can't fake. Chemistry is the thing that's just natural. When you meet a nigga and you like, damn, I like that nigga. You don't know nothing about him other than just the 2-3 second interaction that you had, but you felt it. And you might meet another nigga who y'all at work and y'all both do the same thing. And it's like, oh yeah, we compatible on the work side of things, but he ain't the type nigga that I would bang with. You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be the chemistry. The chemistry is everything. The chemistry is what got us here. Because I came straight at you and said, this is what we doing. And ain't never steered you wrong or lied to you or bullshitted you in them years.
Mm-hmm. Chemistry, it definitely is chemistry. Because like he said, even in relationships, if you're talking about if you just being with somebody that's that's a word that's fucking me up tonight. Compatible. If you just being with somebody that's compatible with you, that's kind of like settling. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no chemistry, that just means that you settling. She might look good, you know what I'm saying, but she ain't got no personality. Y'all don't connect on that next level. You know what I'm saying? So
Not to
the
mention
chemistry.
Too, when you have the growth, when you might grow out of the shit that got y'all compatible at that moment.
Exactly.
We could have been compatible at 23, but at 43, it's like I don't even like that shit no more.
No, that chemistry is something that's unmatched. That feeling when you got a chemistry with your woman, boy, listen, that's that shit where you can just sit there and listen to old fucking R&B music for fucking 3-4 hours, drinking a glass of wine and just laugh about shit that the same shit y'all been laughing at. That's chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Something that we always do on the Bridging the Gap podcast is we let Face ask the questions and then we never say, so what do you think, Face?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
What do
here's
you
the
think,
thing.
Face?
Here's the thing, and this is why we call this Bridging the Gap. The reason we call this is Bridging the Gap is because I never know the fucking answer to the question, and I'm asking the brains and I'm asking the older male. So I never really know. And my answer is always going to be based off these two niggas. So hearing what everybody says, I now know what I know.
Because the nigga told me I was wrong with the first answer. Go ahead, close us out right there. Chemistry or compatibility?
I agree with y'all. You gotta have chemistry first. You know what I mean? And that other shit gonna come later. You know what I mean? If you meet somebody and you don't have that chemistry with them, they could be the same. They could be your same sign. They could do whatever you
I,
do.
I thought you was gonna say some funny shit. You know,
Who,
you gotta
me?
have chemistry first
You
because
got.
when you mix the water with the powder, it
Oh,
gotta be
Oh
compatible.
wow.
yeah. There you
You
go.
Listen,
gotta know the
he's
chemistry
trying to
first.
No
sharpen his
chemistry, my nigga.
blade.
You can't mix the water with the powder and it come out great.
Chemistry.
Welcome
Chemistry.
to the Get Indicted Hotline.
Hey man, shouts out to the niggas who
I
failed
can't even
chemistry 4
smoke.
times.
Yeah, I
Shout
didn't
out to
want.
niggas who failed chemistry 4
This is
times,
a
man.
this is a clean show, Bob. This is a clean show, Bob. No smoking, no
Remember,
drinking.
our Pam is watching.
What's
Yes,
up, my
no
Pam?
smoking, no drinking. This is a clean environment.
All right, my guys, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming on. That's episode 168. Nah, you on deck. We are out.